Thank you for stopping by Mind Drops Mind Drops. This is going to be a 4-part project. I'm working on the crystal corner piece. I messed up the lights in it, so I had to restart it. It ended up blowing out all the LEDs in it. Wasn't very happy about it. So I destroyed it and got the base piece back. And now I'm gonna go and work on getting it all set up to make it back to what it was like. This is gonna be a time lapse. I think I'm gonna do them all in time lapses of each part of the project. This is the first video I added my voice to, so if it's weird, sorry about that. But I fill this up with aluminum foil, and then I cover it with one full piece, so it's kind of smoother. Just gonna let it play for a little bit. As I get it full of aluminum foil, I end up covering it with one full sheet, so I kind of know where all the stuff is going to stay. I don't really need to do that, but for some reason I just feel like it's more secure that way. And then I get super sculpty mediums what I'm using this time. I have firm too, but I ran it through a pasta machine. I worked it already, but I worked a little bit more before I put it on. Got a few tools ready, and then I got some bacon bond. That's the night part. I wanted to have the bottom match the bottom of that, or close to it, so it looks like it's somewhat the same terrain. Alright, so I start out with this by putting some bacon bond on it and covering it on there, kind of just not really following it to make it look like anything, but just trying to get it to follow the aluminum to give it some rock texture. This piece is going to have a battery inside of it, running the lights for the 4 parts. I haven't quite figured out exactly what's all going to have lights on it. I know I want to have the dragon's mouth have lights on it, the knight's axe, and also I want to have it so that the crystals are lit up. But now as I get this to look the way I want it to look with the texture on it, I fumble through it a little bit. Want the edges to have like a crystal buried look to them so that I can paint them like crystals while there's crystals on the top of it. So it kind of looks like it's in a crystal cave or something where a dragon would be. I don't know why I used that ball tool. I had no need for it. But I kind of put some fine details in and some loops around it. So it looks like grass and moss is built up around the crystals. Hopefully it'll give it the effect I want it to have when I'm done. Yeah, just basically trying to get it to look like stones and some grass and moss. Make it look like stones are getting pushed out of the ground from pressure. Gems or crystals. To give me the rock look, I ended up using some aluminum foil balls because aluminum foil just has some really cool textures to it. Ended up making a couple of those smaller pieces and getting some finer parts. Let me see exactly how I'm getting some more detail out of it. I don't really know exactly what it's going to look like till It's closer to done. But definitely starting to look the way I want it to. As a cool crystal look. Actually more impressed with how this one looks than the first one. Once I start adding the crystals into it, I'll cut out some of the clay out of center. But in the end, I'm pretty pleased with how it looks. Forgot that I need to have a wire go out to the other side for the next part. So I ended up having to feed a wire through. But that's alright. At least I remembered. It's gonna be a long process here. I just really like that texture from that aluminum foil. Makes it look like grime or dirt, moss, lichen. This is part one. Thanks for watching. Definitely going to be going to part two here in the next couple days. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.